Hi YouTube, today we're going to be transplanting cucumbers. I've got some cucumbers in pots I'm going to show you in a second. I took a big pot and put like two varieties of cucumbers in there in the same pot, and I've been transplanting and it's working well. I'm just going to show you how I transplant them and where they came from. Okay, here's the cucumbers in the pot. I had 6 in there. I transplanted 3 the other day. I'm going to do another 3 right now. Okay, what I've got right now is a new tool called Weasel Garden Claw. And if you're into a no-till garden, this is the way to go. The idea is these forks, you stick them in the ground and you give them a twist, and what it does is it aerates the soil without disturbing too much of the earthworms and all the other things you have going on underneath the dirt that are improving your soil. This lattice you see, I'll give you a better shot in a few minutes. It's going to support all the cucumbers and tomatoes. As they grow up, I'll end up attaching them to the trellis and training them up there. I'm spacing my cucumbers about a foot apart. Most people say it needs to go more than that, but I've got pretty good soil. I've got a nitrogen deficiency, but I've amended the soil. I used all the fish guts and everything that I didn't eat. So I've already buried that under here probably about 10 days ago. On this transplant, I've got quite a bit of soil. So it shouldn't go through any shock, or if it does, it'll just be a minimal shock for a day or so. To be a little bit above the soil, take some more soil here and fill it in. Back it down a little bit. Okay, now that they're planted, the next step is to take a couple handfuls of mulch, pat it around there, and then take that fabric mesh, which I'll show you in a minute, cut holes in it, put them around the plants just to help deter weed growth. The fabric mesh I reuse every year. Technically, you're supposed to wash anything you reuse in the garden, including your tools, with bleach, like a bleach water mixture, and rinse it off, dry it. That helps kill fungus and so forth. I'm not going to rewash this fabric mesh because I haven't had any problems with it yet. I don't think I will, so I'm going to leave that part out. Okay, so I just finished cutting all the mesh. What I'm going to do right now is see where this leaf is touching. Yeah, see where this leaf is touching the mesh. You don't want that because that causes, when they're in contact with the soil, it can cause diseases and all that stuff. So I've got, I don't know, 3/16 inch clearance between the leaf and the mesh. I'm going to leave it like that. In another day or two, this guy will perk up. I'm going to do a light watering with a little water can right now, just because whenever you transplant, you need to water it a little bit, to water it in to kind of help alleviate some of the shock it may be going through. And so probably tomorrow morning they'll be standing up. Okay, here is the lattice work that the cucumbers will be going on. I just put some 4x4 landscape timbers, which you're not supposed to use for that purpose. Especially anything treated in your garden. But what I did is I painted them 2 coats, every part of it, and then let it dry, and then I put a plastic bag underneath it where the hole is. And so what that does is keeps it from anything from leaching into the soil. So we should be pretty much good to go. If I had to do it all over again and I wasn't using free material, I'd just go ahead and buy cedar posts and leave them unpainted. What you see right there next to the tomatoes are marigolds. They help deter some pests.